Hey guys, welcome back for another reaction. Today I'll be checking out 5 things I've learned after a year in Sweden. Let's get into this. It looks cold.
Good morning, guys. We're going to go for a quick walk and then we're going to get into it. Let's go.
Yeah. It looks peaceful out there. He's the only one walking. That looks super cold. That's cool. Oh, I do that right now.
Alright, plan for us to film. That there is an old house that used to be there a couple of hundred years ago. And it's just be absolutely beautiful with forests like that all around it. But as you can see, they've taken down
For real?
all the trees around it. So let's find somewhere else that's nice to film this.
That's so interesting. Is it government owned or something? Or is it owned by somebody that they grow trees and then they cut them later when it's too big for something or what? That's interesting.
Alright guys, well I think this is as good a place as any. I've got a beautiful creek running behind me, but hopefully this wall here is going to block the sound from getting through to you guys. If it isn't, press pause, go to the toilet and come back. But yeah, let's get into it. Today we're going over the top 5 things that I've learned since being in Sweden. I've been in Sweden for almost 12 months now and I've learned some pretty incredible things. Now some of them you might be aware of, but I know that number 1 is going to surprise a lot of Americans, because it certainly surprised me, and let's get into it. Number 5 is that the people here are extremely attractive. Now it's no secret, it's on their flag, yellow and blue, it's the colour of IKEA, but blonde hair, blue eyes, very, very common in Sweden. But the thing is that they're not just attractive people, they look after themselves. They're extremely fit, they're extremely healthy, they love to get outdoors, they love to enjoy nature, they love to go hiking, cycling. You'll see people running through the cities of Stockholm or Gothenburg or Helsingborg, Malmö. Exercise is a big thing for Swedes.
Beautiful.
Now, the other thing is that they eat extremely healthy, and that brings me into number 4, Swedish.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about Swedes people, that they're attractive. I've heard and actually read it somewhere too. And I think I also reacted about this before, like about this topic. And yeah, every time I travel and I see like tall people, like really, really tall people, um, really pale, like really, really pale, blonde, blue eyes, I always think they're from Sweden or Finland. Cause I don't know, they just like this is it's stereotype or like something like I could imagine. And I was like, oh, they're definitely from there. So yeah, I think that's true. And that's really nice that they have a healthy living, and I'm jealous because I'm very unhealthy right now. All I eat is trash. And I wanna enjoy walking. But yeah, have to do that. I sometimes I'm really lazy to just walk around, like not here, but like go out. But when I do it, I love it. So yeah, let's continue this.
Food is absolutely delicious. Now, meatballs are obviously Sweden's most popular thing. It's what they're most well known for when it comes to food, and it's no surprise why. Now, herring is another thing that Swedes absolutely love, and I wasn't a fan of it when I got here. I tried it a couple of times, I wasn't a fan. Now, I absolutely love it. It is delicious. It has grown on me so much.
Ooh,
but unfortunately for you guys, meatballs, you're never going to get the best ones. And the reason for that is that Josie and Josie's dad, Thomas, make the best meatballs in Sweden. So unless you become friends with us, you're not going to get the best meatballs in Sweden. It's just not going to happen. You might go to some places, they might say they do, but they don't. They don't. Now, some other things, the foods that Sweden are really known for: kebab pizzas. Kebab meat on a pizza. So simple, so
yummy.
easy,
Kebab.
so delicious. just absolutely fantastic. I think I've had one in every single city that I've been to in Sweden.
That
I
looks
love kebab
good.
pizzas.
That looks
On
good.
Thursdays, Swedes love to eat pea soup with pancakes. Now, there is a reason for that, and it goes back to the medieval days of that on Fridays they would fast when Catholicism was coming into Sweden. They would fast on Fridays, so on Thursdays they'd have a nice big pea soup, and they'd finish it off with some pancakes to follow them through to the Friday. So, very, very interesting.
That's interesting.
But another thing is that Swedes love fika, and that's kind of contradicting to everything that I've just said about them eating healthy. They love fika, and fika is basically a 15-minute break where you get together with friends or work colleagues or family,
That's
whatever it might be.
delicious.
You sit down, you have a coffee, and you have some snacks. It could be cakes, it could be cookies, it could be pastries, it could be anything. But they absolutely love their fika. Now, number 3 comes to
Yummy.
the fact that Sweden...
That kebab pizza looks really good, and I really want to try it. I think I've seen that on YouTube, and I was like, I need to try it. It looks really yummy to me, and I've heard it's really, really good as well. And yeah, I also agree that Swedish food is really good, just like Finnish food. It's healthy. Looks really healthy to me. It doesn't look greasy at all. But yeah, let's continue this.
It's so nice that they say everything twice. Tjena tjena, hey hey, nay nay, tuck tuck, yeah yeah. They love to say it twice. But it's not just that. Swedes can speak extremely good English. I've spoken to hundreds of people since I've been in Sweden, and only one person has ever said, no, I don't want to talk English with you. So they spoke with Josie, and that was at a mechanic, and he wasn't Swedish, so fair enough, he probably didn't speak English.
That's
but
just
everyone
so nice.
here has been so accommodating, so friendly, they're all happy to speak English,
Aww.
and that's something that really, really surprised me, was how well Swedes can speak English. It's incredible. Now, Denmark and Norway, they have a very similar language, so there is that. They can understand each other and converse with each other, but they are slightly different, and the accents are, of course, different. Now, that's another thing about Sweden. Accents change from city to city. People from Stockholm would rather speak English to Josie than they would Swedish because they can't understand her Skåne accent, her southern accent. Pretty crazy. To me, it all sounds the same. Now, number 2.
Crazy. So yeah, that's really nice that they are really, really good in English and fluent with it, because then I don't have to worry communicating when I ever visit Sweden one day. That's really nice. It's so hard to like go to a new country and then people can understand English or can't talk. It's hard to communicate. So it's always nice to go to a new country and you could communicate with them well. So yeah.
Is that the country is so large. From north to south, it is a massive area that covers a lot of ground. Now, I'm from Australia, a massive country, but this surprised me how big Sweden was when I got here. Now, if you drove from the south to the north, it would be the same as taking the ferry to Poland, driving all the way down into Czech, into Austria, into Slovenia, through Croatia, and into Montenegro. Sweden covers the same amount of land. Pretty incredible.
For real?
Now, down south is pretty much where all the major cities are. You've got a lot nicer weather in summer. In winter, it can still be quite cold up north. It does get warm,
That's
don't get
crazy.
me wrong. But Sweden, southern Sweden, is really, really well known for being a place to come in summer. And going up north is where you go in winter to hit the slopes, go skiing, and you can still go up north in winter. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's beautiful for hiking those mountain trails and going mountain bike riding, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's a big difference between the two. When you're traveling through southern Sweden or northern Sweden, you will see camper vans in summer every 3 seconds on the freeways. It is guaranteed.
Oh my gosh.
There are so many of them. It's just amazing. It blows my mind how many camper vans there are in Sweden. And that brings me to number 1.
I think it's more beautiful to go there in summer because it's gonna be super green, and then you don't have to wear a thick clothing because it's cold, really cold. So I think it's nicer to go there in summer because I love checking out nature, and it would suck if it's cold and I don't like to go outside when it's cold. But yeah, I feel like when I go there, I'm gonna stop every corner when I road trip because there's a lot to see. It's just beautiful. My gosh. But yeah.
Most surprising of them all, and Americans, this will amaze you. But it's called free to roam, and that's exactly what you're able to do. In Sweden, you are free to roam through forests, through national parks, obviously, but you're also free to roam on people's farm property. That's right. You're able to walk,
That's so
cycle,
interesting.
ski in winter through people's land, and you're also even able to set up camp. Now, there are some rules to this. You know, if you open a
Wow.
gate, you have to close it. If you camp somewhere, you have to leave it in the same or better condition than when you arrived. Makes sense. You can't be too close to
Yeah.
someone's dwelling, someone's house. Makes sense. You can't camp on people's crops. Makes sense, especially around harvest.
That
That
makes
just
sense,
absolutely
yeah.
blows my mind, though, that you can walk onto someone's land through the forest and onto someone's land and camp there the night. You can spend the
Yeah.
night there. That just I couldn't believe it the first time I heard that. I could not believe it. And I'm sure Americans out there, what do you think about
Yeah.
this? That is the top 5 things that I've learnt since being here in Sweden, guys. I hope that
Oh,
you've
that's
enjoyed
funny.
this video. It is a little bit different to our usual one. I'm sure a lot of you that follow us regularly know that we
Yeah, that's so interesting. And yeah, the first time I've heard that before, I was really shocked because how can you be fine? Like, how is it okay to like roam on someone's property? Because I feel like it's gonna be so awkward when there's people on my yard or like somewhere like my property. I'll be like, who are you? Why are you on my land? And it's interesting that it's just okay in there. And yeah, here you might get shot because they don't like people does not like when people just like walking around someone else's property. It's just very different. But yeah, that's nice actually. As long as you are very clean and respectful to that property, so someone's property, then that's actually fine when you don't even destroy it. So yeah, that's actually nice. That was a really good video, and I think Sweden is a beautiful country with nice people, and I really hope I can make it to Sweden one day. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.